The new implementation of the AstroLink 4 control panel will work with different devices. It is a modular software, and it will recognize the connected device, and the corresponding modules will be switched on in the panel. Each module has a dedicated button that displays the module control panel, upper section with controls, and bottom section with plotted charts. At the very bottom of the window, there are common controls: connection and connection settings button, settings menu, notes button, and a few other minor controls. The focusing motor compensation calculator works the same way as before. To calculate the compensation coefficient, you need to enter several measurement points. The calculated coefficient then may be entered to the AstroLink control panel focuser settings or directly to the third-party software that is used for autofocusing. There are a few more options available in the settings menu, like saving and loading from file AstroLink device parameters, enabling the hand controller, or resetting the device to factory defaults. Clicking the logo icon displays information about the software and firmware version, and clicking on the Notes button opens the Notes window. The focusing motor module contains several buttons and input fields that allow basic operations of the focuser motor. Detailed descriptions of these controls are in the user manual. Right-clicking on the chart area opens the chart context menu with several options, like auto-scaling the chart or switching the display mode. The default display mode is set to auto-fit, but fixed scaling mode is also available. In fixed scaling mode, we are able to pan and zoom the charts. It is also possible to pan and scale the vertical axes of each plot independently, so we can zoom into the interesting parts of the chart and close them to analyze details of the measured values. Here, we can see how the rotation of the focusing motors increased the current drawn and also caused the tiny voltage drops at the same time. The second focuser module contains basically the same elements as the first focuser. Also, the second focuser settings windows contains the same parameters. A detailed description of them is presented in the user manual. The only difference in the second focuser is the option to switch the second stepper motor mode from the focusing mode to the rotator mode. This way, a custom-made rotator may be controlled with the AstroLink device. The power module contains boxes where we can adjust the power applied to the dew heating stripes, on-off switches to power the Astro imaging setup components, and several read-only fields that display voltages, current drawn, and consumed energy. The power module settings window options are described in the user manual. One new feature here is the option to switch the energy consumed mode to energy left. In this second mode, the battery capacity needs to be entered, and the time left is calculated in the AstroLink panel power module. Values displayed in the sensor module depend on the types of sensors connected to the AstroLink device. To have the complete picture here, we need to have all three sensors in service, or the new 3-in-1 sensor connected. Sensor charts are split into two modes: air and sky. Different measured values are presented in the chart in each mode. The data collection period may be quite long. We can pan and zoom across the measured plots and also save the chart readings to either the image file or text data file. Most of the readings in the collected data are done every half of a second. So many aspects of the astrophotography system component's behavior can be analyzed. We may, for example, notice how backlash is applied to the focusing motor movements during the autofocusing routine, or read what is the value of the current drawn by the focuser motor or dew heating stripes. The new unified AstroLink control panel will be used for all the future devices and will also be extended with the new features. The new AstroLink modular control panel requires new AstroLink ASCOM drivers and also ASCOM platform at version 7 or higher.